today we're going to look at two papers. We're going to look at this one and this one, specifically on BA.2 and BA.5 Omicron subvariants and their viral kinetics. Previously, we looked at Omicron, Delta. We've looked at BA.1 Omicron subvariant as well. Now we're going to move on to BA.2 and BA.5 Omicron subvariants. In that first paper, the BA.5 dominant period was between July 4th and August 19th of 2022, where the mean incubation time was 2.6 days, which was a touch faster than the BA.1 variant, which took about 3.3 days to incubate on average. So at this point in time, the Omicron BA.5 subvariant had a shorter incubation period than other variants. And then there's a bad assertion here by the authors, where they're suggesting that because of the shorter incubation time, that they should shift the quarantine period from 7 days to 5 days. To understand why this is a bad decision, we have to understand the incubation period, the infectious period, and then the post-infectious period. The incubation, therefore, is the period from initial infection with the virus with increasing viral load to the point where eventually symptoms will develop. Symptoms typically developing a little bit after you are already infectious. So all the first study did is define the incubation period, failing to look at the infectious and post-infectious periods. This brings us to our second paper, which actually addressed those questions. So similar to the first paper, they found that the days to peak viral load was much shorter in the BA.5 group than in the BA.2 group, where peak viral load was reached in about 3.8 days for BA.5, while in BA.2 it took a little longer at about 4.4 days, which suggests a faster replication and transmissibility for the BA.5 variant. Moreover, the BA.5 had a shorter viral clearance. On average, this was 12 days for BA.5 versus 15 days for BA.2. Again, these are much longer on average than that suggested period of quarantine from the 7 days to the 5 days. So if we're looking at the days of clearance, BA.2 being the green, BA.5 being the orange, BA.5 is having a slightly shorter clearance rate at the 12 days, with some people clearing the virus faster than others.